Hello, I hope you're having an amazing day today. I thought I would do my next final review of the Renegade Swords collection and so forth. It's called Stoneskin. It's 20 pages long. It's by John Morressy. For you folks, it's 20, like I mentioned, 20 pages long. It's the final one of the Renegade Swords collection. It's all about this. It's published by DMR, and so forth. And this is the cycle one of a 3-volume collection that tells a lot of these forgotten classics that we might have forgotten about from bigger authors in the sword and sorcery genres, or things that might have been. Oftentimes, they have been ones that have just not. Maybe they just have one or two out there, and so they just haven't been remembered, or some stuff that is good but just hasn't been republished in a while. For you folks. So basically what's going to be happening in Stoneskin for you folks. I'll try to give this a review. This is John Morrissy's, the final one. And this has 2 Michael Moorcock short stories in it of Rock here, the Red Archer. And then it has Robert Brady Howard, the guy who started all this stuff with Conan Killer by David Drake and Karl Edward Wagner, which I like lots. Maybe it's Wagner. And then The Unlawful Hunter The Hunting of Mar by Keith Taylor from AD&D. That tell a sort of new story of that too. And then I just finished Merritt's The Pool of the Stone God. It's like 5 pages long and so forth. And now this is John Morrissy's Stoneskin for you folks. That's basically what this happened. And then the previous one also had some Man Little Woman, a Cardia story. It had a Robert E. Howard. It had some Clark Ashton Smith. It had a couple of Lynn Carter short stories and that sort of thing. So basically, Stoneskin. For folks, let me see if I can find a publication date. I lost my page and so forth. But basically, the idea here is that you have somebody who is out there. It's very. He's typically sword. He's more of a fighter and that sort of thing. It was published in the Magazine of Fantasy and Science Fiction in the 80s, in the 84, which sometimes would publish science fiction and was fantasy, good fantasy stuff and so forth, and sword and sorcery stuff too. That was in this genre, but not that often. And so forth, in 84 from fantasy of science fiction. So basically, what happens in this is that our point of view character, and this is said a while ago, he is a mercenary who fights for hire. It's all about the blade, all about the sorcery, and so forth. And on the first page or two, he's going to come across the crime of a woman, and this woman. And she's being attacked by 2 guys, 2 ruffians, and one of them has her, and then the other one has him, and going towards him, towards her and so forth, and so he leaps to her defense and kills these 2 guys, and then he's like, so why are they attacking you, and so forth, and then he sees how pretty she is, and they realize what's happening. And then he says, I'll take it for myself. And she says, why? Take what I'll willingly give you. And he's like, you're very smart. And so forth. She's like, you saved my life. Of course, I'm going to help you out. And so forth. And then they sleep together. And then stuff happens from there. And so forth. And so basically and no spoilers. And so forth. But that's basically what happens with this short story for you folks. I thought it was fun. I thought the ending was great. I thought the conclusion was actually pretty good. This guy is a no-nonsense guy when it comes to the world and so forth. He's absolutely all about the sword. He just doesn't really care about magic, doesn't really expect it, trust it, and that sort of thing. And so he says, and so I like that too, and so forth. But it sometimes can feel a little. Going back reading it, and it's from 1984. It's going to be of its time, but it does feel a little misogynistic, and at times, and so forth. Going back and reading this, just as a heads up, I still think it's valuable to go back and read these things, and so forth. That's what I do, and do my reviews of them. But I wouldn't say it really sort of has the standings of some of those sorts of things. And that sort of thing. But I like the character arc for our primary point of view character. I think he goes to a great place, and so forth. I love that lots. And no spoilers as to what happens, but I like it. I like the ending. I think the ending's good too. I think it sets up things nicely. and good stuff like it. Lots. So basically what happens, so I'm giving it, I like it. I think it's good. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's like this lost classic or anything like that. But getting it reprinted again by John Morressy. This is my first John Morrissey work too. I know he's got a lot of fans too on the show, and so forth. But I wouldn't say it's the best short story I've ever read, and I wouldn't say it's the worst. My favorite one in this collection is Killer by David Drake and Karl. Edward, either Wagner or Wagner. I'll give that an 8, I believe, 2 out of 10. So I'm going to give it a 7.5. It's fine. I wasn't bored. I liked the ending. I thought it was good stuff. I liked it lots. But I wouldn't say that it really sort of pushed me as a reader or anything like that. So, but there you are. Your mileage may vary. You might totally disagree with me. So let me know what your thoughts are. Have you read Stoneskin by John Morrissey? If so, did you agree or disagree with my 7.5 out of 10? Did you like the endings? Did you love the character arc of what's happening in this faster read? I knocked it out on the road in like less than an hour. So it was fun, easy 20 pages for me to knock out for you folks. But there you are. Let me know your thoughts about it in the comments below. Whatever you think about it. No problems, no issues, right? Nothing like that and such. So there you are. If you disagree with me, if you think it's better or worse, I'm not going to lose any sleep because one of my readers didn't agree with my review on the internet. It's fine. We all come from different places. I'm not even a trained critic. I'm just a fan. Right. So yeah. So there you are. And if you like, I'll link you to this in the comments below this collection in case you're interested in checking it out for you folks. And there you are. Please, if you like this video, why not hit the subscribe button, the like button, the bell icon to be notified of my videos too, and be frisky. Got 7 coming out a week. I try to do 3 reviews of these older things like this in sorcery and fantasy, or horror like H.P. Lovecraft, stuff like that, or science fiction too, and such. So I don't know what we'll be doing this. I just finished this collection. I don't know what will be next and such. I'll post it once I figure that out popularly and such. But yeah, I like his stuff lots. Good stuff. So I liked it and what was happening. I thought the final short story was good by Morrissey. I just think it was the best short story in the world. So I thought it was a suitable ending, but I wouldn't say it's this, unspeakably awesome, I'm just going to take it to the moon. Your minds may vary, but your thoughts may vary. And there you are. The title of this channel, as a reminder, is The Worst Thing About New Books. It's a quote by a French philosopher, Jacques Joubert, who said that the worst thing about them was that they kept us from reading the old ones. And this 1884 short story is definitely something older. And I know John Morrissey's published a lot of novels and so forth too. So that would definitely be older books too, from the era. And so forth. That's a passion of mine. So if you like that, definitely check out this channel for those reviews. I also do some older stuff too, like on Serial on Saturdays. I dedicate to Serial Saturdays, where I do the lost genre of telling that serials and so forth. And then also, as a reminder, I want to thank you so much for taking some time out of your day in investing and watching my videos, right? Because we all have so many things that are happening in this era and pulled in so many different directions. So the fact that you spent this time with me, that's incredibly humbling, and I appreciate it so very, very much. So thanks again, and have an amazing day.